The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. Mark Raymakers here with Insurance Agency Marketing. I want to thank you for joining us for our webinar here this morning with Assurity Life. We're going to start here in just a minute. We got a few people getting on here, and we are waiting for our co-presenter, Morgan, to join us. So if you want to just sit tight here, we'll get back here in just 1 second with you, okay? Thanks. Well, good morning. Mark Raymakers here again with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Thanks for your patience here. Just wanted to make sure that we had everyone get on here. Morgan, can you hear me okay? Can you hear me, Morgan? Okay, I think we are good to go here, Morgan. Hopefully, I see that you're on. Hopefully you can hear okay. Are you there? It's a little choppy.
Okay, perfect. Can you hear me?
That's better. Yes. Okay, thanks.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, just real quick here this morning, we are going to, for those of you that have joined us here, this is on the Assurity product. We have Morgan Hobein, who is our regional sales coordinator, and she's going to go through this awesome product that we've had some phenomenal success with. I know they have as well. And so this is a recorded webinar. And so when we're done here this morning, I'll shoot this over to y'all and you can review this at your leisure. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go through a few things that we do here for our advisors and our agents with insurance agency marketing. First off, that we do is we reward you with our referred producer program. So every time you send us an agent and they get contracted, we send you a check for $50. Every time we write a piece of business, we put money into an account, and at the end of each quarter, we will send you a check for their production. Now, there's no reduction in commission for you or your referral. This is just our way of saying thank you. So it's 20 basis points on everything that they write. In addition to that, one of the things that I really like is the market reimbursement. So as you're writing business with our carriers, we put money into a reimbursement account for you, and you can use that to help offset the cost of your marketing expenses. So whether that be for buying leads, whether it's for seminars, it could be for customer appreciation. When you spend money, send us a receipt. We send you a check for 50% of the expense. So it's a great way to have a partner in covering the expenses of your business. For new producers, what we do is we've got 3 different tiers here. You can choose either one, but you can't choose all 3. So let's say that you opt to get contracted with Assurity here today, write business with them. What we do is we give you a choice of $750 in cash, a 2-year subscription to a website service, or a free iPad. Now, there's one thing in there, the producer website, we can actually have that up and running for you in 1 business day. If you want to just go ahead and buy into that, take advantage of our creative department there, they can get you set up. Or you might wait till you get to the 300,000 level, and this is a fraction. So if we're looking at target premium, it is a fraction of that versus dollar for, say, annuities or single premium life. So in other words, 300,000 in SPL or annuity premium. So you can choose between the Social Security program and the 3,000 piece mailing, or $2,000 in marketing reimbursement money, or a $1,500 gift card. Now, the Social Security program, you can always buy into that as well. It's a great way to get in front of more senior buyers. And those advisors that are taking advantage of that program are selling more traditional single premium life and annuities. So it's a great business booster there. Then there's the 500,000 level. If you want to wait to that point, maybe you've done seminars in the past, you'd like to do seminars, but just don't really know how and where to get started. We've got the 5,000 piece mailing seminar coaching with Matt Gill, or 4,000 piece mailing and seminar coaching with Dave Pimper. These gentlemen are both top producers of ours, and they do a tremendous amount of business utilizing seminar selling. Lastly, you can choose the Ritz-Carlton Travel Rewards package if you like as an alternative. So then there's the back office support. Obviously, one of the things that we do very, very well is help our advisors from start to finish, so from case design all the way to commission. And so we provide everything that you need in between there. And if you're currently running your own quotes, or you're managing your own cases, checking with underwriting, that's something that we do for you. So you wouldn't have to do all those things. That's what IAMS provides to you. So everything you need, we'll do for you. Again, from case design all the way to commission. Our creative department, this is something that we're super proud of. These guys have done such a great job in branding, getting out, and every single thing that an agent or advisor would do in advertising. They've created some brands that they help you grow that side of your business by just being recognized in everything that you do. And in addition to that, the digital solutions from whether it be email marketing or online newsletters, social media, you name it, they do it. So the brochures are another thing. Maybe there's some pieces out there that we've created you want to go ahead and personalize. We can do that for you, or just come up with some brand new stuff. So whatever it is, I would encourage you to take advantage of our creating marketing department there to do some great stuff for you. Our website, if you haven't been out there, it's www.imzinc.com. Everything that you could possibly want to be in business, stay in business, or work when our office is closed. And, of course, you can call here from 7:30 to 5:30 and get a live body to answer the phone within 3 rings. Otherwise, if it's before, after hours, or on the weekend, our website is set up to help you with everything that you could possibly need, from illustrations to forms to contracts. So keep that in mind. If you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to go out and do that. Now, a lot of our advisors ask us, what can I do? What tools do you have to help me to be a better advisor? What can I use to make sure that I'm giving the best advice to my clients as far as what they're doing with their money and obviously handling of their expenses? And the Retirement Analyzer does just that. It goes through great detail as far as expenses, income, what other obligations your clients might have, and help you basically put them on a roadmap to retirement success, so to speak. So if you're not using a program and you're interested in one, the Retirement Analyzer is certainly a great product, and you can ask for Marcus Solar. He can give you some direction on that. So that's the Retirement Analyzer. I got a quick poll for you here. This one is on our IAMS Wealth Management. And, with the Department of Labor pretty much going away, when it first came out, we were ahead of the curve and we created our own RIA. And so basically, I'm going to ask you real quick here, if you're interested in maybe having one of the folks from IAMS Wealth call you, just mark yes, and we'll go ahead and have them give you a call. But long and short of it is, if you're considering maybe getting your series, get pass so that you can go out and help manage money for your clients, or maybe it's even you don't necessarily want to take the test, but you want to have your clients' money managed and get paid for it, we can do that for you. But I think the thing here is that if you're not, including this in part of your planning, you're probably leaving some money on the table. I keep hearing the stories where advisors, because now that they've taken their 65 exam, and they're able to manage your client's money, that it has really opened the door for them. Obviously, it helps you to make more money, but it also improves your retention in your client relationships. And so if you have any questions, maybe you're thinking about it, we can certainly help you from the cost standpoint of taking the test and getting that under your belt. I know from a commission standpoint, we are certainly in the top there. I don't hear of too many situations to where we're missing out because of our fees or our commissions or whatever it would be. But the nice thing is you can put everything under one roof here. IAMS Wealth is a part of Insurance Agency Marketing Services. We're in the same building, so it's a nice one-stop shop for you. So if you'd like to visit with anyone in that particular department, you just mark yes. I'll have them give you a call at the end of the webinar here this morning. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. We are big on training. You probably all know that because you see every day we've got a webinar that's scheduled. And what we're doing is our Life and Annuity Training Academy. I just simply want to ask you that you mark yes if you're interested in potentially attending, maybe getting an application, getting an agenda. So what we do is this. We fly you in. We pay for your airfare, your meals, and your lodging. We bring you in on a Wednesday evening. Later in the afternoon, I should say. Wednesday evening, we do dinner. We do a few short presentations. We do a full day training on Thursday, half a day training on Friday, and we get you home. The bottom line here is that our objective is to bring to you some new sales ideas and concepts to help you to grow not only your life business, but your annuity business, and really incorporating some different tools to help you to grow your business. And so we have got one more scheduled this year. It's going to be in October, I believe, and it's limited. We can only bring in about 25 advisors for this, so there's great interest. And if you're interested, just mark yes. We'll send you over the agenda. We'll give you the exact dates and times, and we'll go ahead and see if we can get you in on our upcoming event. But this is our Life and Annuity Training Academy. And I will tell you, I've been presenting at these for 9 years. And I have never heard one agent say that this wasn't a great use of their time. So if you're not, reinventing yourself and learning some of the newest trends, sales concepts, some of the newest products out there, it's certainly worth it to attend this event. So if you decide that you want some information on it, just give our office a call here and we'll get it out to you right away. Okay, just a couple more things from me here. We have our IAMS Marketing Summit. We've been doing these for years now, and basically what it is, it's a rewards trip for advisor and guest. And you'll see here that our qualification is from January 1st of this year to June 30th of next year, so there's plenty of time to qualify for the event. The trip dates are August 25th through the 29th. Again, that's in the Ritz-Carlton, Naples, Florida. And everything you write with us, you'll see there's point totals down here. So let's say you just write traditional life. It's only $250,000 in target premium to qualify yourself and a guest for the trip. But otherwise, everything you write counts towards that for points. Would love to have you there for that. So, okay, Morgan, that concludes my part. If you have your presentation up, I see a couple of different ones here for you. So, Again, everyone, this is Morgan Hobein. She's our regional sales coordinator. Tremendous help for us. She keeps us in the know here on the live side of Assurity, and with the relationship that we've had with Assurity goes way back. So love partnering with you folks. Morgan, thanks for taking time to help us today. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you.
You bet. Awesome. Sounds good. Good morning. Like Mark said, my name is Morgan Hobein, and I am with Assurity Life Insurance. We are based out of Lincoln, Nebraska, so right next door to IAMS. Love partnering with them. They're a great help, I know, with all of their agents and especially helping them with Assurity. So we definitely appreciate them and appreciate being able to be here this morning and talk about two of our products that are really working well for agents out there. Our first one we're going to talk about is our Assurity term with the return of premium. So our term we just came out with, our new term, we came out with in November of 2017. So it's been a little less than a year here that we've been out with it, and we've been seeing great success with the return of premium rider attached to it. So we're going to talk a little bit more about our term product in general, and then also with that living benefit here. So first, a little bit about us for those who don't know. We are a mutual insurance organization. We've been around for 128 years now. We have an AM Best A- rating, excellent rating. We are known as a one-stop shop because of our large portfolio that we have. We have multiple life products, including our term, whole life, and universal life. We also have a disability, critical illness, and an accidental death product as well as annuities. So we got a little bit of everything from simplified all the way to full medical underwriting. So today's agenda for this part of the presentation, we're going to be going over the term life highlights, so a little bit of the details, what it is, and all that fun stuff, how our accelerated underwriting process works, and then some conversation starters and sales ideas. And of course, we'll be going over that ROP, endowment benefit rider, in a little more detail as well. So the reasoning behind creating this term product is because consumers were wanting a simpler, more affordable, flexible coverage. Basically, they're wanting a faster, easier way to buy life insurance. That's kind of how it is these days. Everyone's wanting things now, and they're wanting it to be an easy process. They're wanting everything to be online. So that's kind of what we went off of here when creating this product. They want faster underwriting, but with the rates of a fully underwritten product, which we've done here, and they don't want to deal with lab testing or exams, don't want to waste their money on coverage they never use. So we did our best to meet all those consumer needs here. So the term life with the accelerated underwriting. So we have flexible face amounts that start at $25,000 and go all the way up to $10 million on all underwriting classes. So very flexible, large range of death benefit. So we're wanting to overcome any client objections with that return of premium benefit rider, which is also known as the endowment benefit rider if you're running an illustration or adding that rider on to the application. So overcoming those objections, I mean, the term is priced really well, but you know, anyone with an objection to buying life insurance, it usually is about the cost, just that extra, you know, monthly cost there. But with that return of premium, you're able to outline kind of that they can get up to 100% of their premiums returned to them at the end of the term period. So that's something that is awesome to show them, and I think they're pleasantly surprised when they do see that in front of them. We have flexible conversion options, so you're able to convert to one of our permanent products, so one of our whole life or universal life products. And with the e-application, you're able to take advantage of that accelerated underwriting, which speeds up the application process, but it also takes out any of those not in good order applications as well. So we have the level term periods, 10, 15, 20, and 30. So plenty of options to choose from. Again, I went over the face amounts, but for that accelerated underwriting, to qualify for that, you want to keep it at $500,000 or under for ages 18 to 50, 350 or under for ages 51 to 65. They'll be able to take advantage of that accelerated underwriting with a chance for no pyramid exams, no underwriting, and a possible instant decision at the end, or an instant issue, excuse me, at the end of the EAP process. So we have our underwriting classes listed there. The premiums are based on the last birthday, and it is annually renewable to age 95. So a little bit more on that accelerated underwriting, since that is kind of how we've begun to market it. It just streamlines the application process. You do need to use the e-app, not the paper app, in order to take advantage of this. I went over the death benefit amount maxes to be able to use the accelerated underwriting. So what it does is it uses real-time data to eliminate that lab testing in exams for up to 50% of those applicants. So they'll give you that HIPAA authorization at the beginning of the e-app, and as you are answering those health questions and filling out the rest of the application, it is running all the data in the background. So like the driving record, MIB, LexisNexis, and all of that. So that's how we're able to give you that instant decision at the end of the e-application. So all applicants are considered for instant approval at the time of application. It will give you some sort of decision at the very end, whether it's applied and sent straight to issue, whether it is referred to underwriting or declined. So like I said, it reduces that overall cycle time, increases your placement ratios because it is eliminating those not in good order applications. So you're kind of able to weed out those applicants and really get the good ones there. So the living benefit rider is one of them, which is the one we want to talk about today, and the one we've been seeing the most success with is the ROP rider, which is also known as the endowment benefit rider now. So it is paid to the owner upon termination of the policy, or if they let the policy lapse, or if it makes it to the end of the term period. So I kind of took a little snippet of this from an illustration, and it is a 20-year term, and I believe it's a 38-year-old male. So just to give you kind of a little screenshot of what that looks like, and this is taken from an illustration. So when you illustrate this and add that ROP rider on, it will give you a percentage schedule based on the death benefit amount they are requesting, their age, and then also the term period. So typically we see that returned premium coming in about 3 to 5 years. Here it starts at year 4 for this 38-year-old, and it'll show how at the end of that 20-year policy, how much potential returned premium there is. So like I said at the beginning, it's really the selling point here is when you sit down with them and you're able to show them this schedule, and they're able to see like, wow, if I make it to the end of this term period, I am able to receive all of my premiums back. If they are worried about cost, this is something that really seals the deal here. It does typically about double the cost of the premiums, but we have seen very favorable results, usually landing in about the top 5 for among other carriers. So we're seeing great rates even with adding that ROP rider. So it really is a win-win situation for everyone here. So again, just the accelerated underwriting here. We have the height and weight build charts. Those are in the underwriting guide in the product center within AssureLink. AssureLink is our agent portal. So if you're not, once you become an appointed agent with us, you'll get your own AssureLink account where you'll be able to access all of our product and underwriting guides, and then any marketing pieces as well. So more about the living benefit riders. We talked about that return of premium. Again, it pays back up to 100% of those premiums. The critical illness benefit rider, and then the monthly disability income rider. So we're going to go back. That critical illness rider, that's going to pay a lump sum cash benefit upon diagnosis of one of our covered illnesses. So it has 3 categories, which is heart attack, stroke, cancer, and then an other category, which has organ transplant, severe burns, paralysis, things of that nature. The monthly disability income rider, this is great if they aren't wanting to really mess with all the bells and whistles of the disability standalone product, just because there are so many options there and riders and elimination periods. This keeps it simple. You can get up to a $3,000 a month benefit with this rider. There's only 1 occupation class, and it is a 90-day elimination period, 2-year benefit period. So again, it keeps it really simple. You can add it onto the same policy and kind of lump it all together. Keep in mind that the critical illness benefit rider and then the monthly disability is a separate pool of money, so it will not take away from that death benefit for the term. We talked about that endowment benefit rider. One thing I did not mention that I want to make sure you know is it is available only on the 20 and 30-year terms. And back to the critical illness rider. So want to show you just kind of a screenshot of what that chart looks like so that you are aware of what is all covered for those covered illnesses here. So it goes to age 65, the termination age is 75. The benefit amounts, we can go up to $100,000. And again, we're paying a lump sum benefit upon a first ever diagnosis of one of these covered illnesses that are on the left. Another cool thing about this rider that is the same with the standalone product, if you're all familiar with it, is we do a 3-category approach. So you'll see the 3 categories like we talked about. We will actually pay 100% in each category until they're all satisfied. So we will pay that benefit amount, that lump sum, up to 3 different times if they are unfortunately diagnosed with more than one of these covered conditions. So keep that in mind. Again, separate pool of money. The monthly disability income rider, we talked about this one as well. You can get up to a $3,000 monthly benefit. There's 1 occupation class. It keeps it very simple. The term period or the termination age is 65 for this. Again, separate pool of money. So we're going to go through just kind of a sales idea here, and this one, she does use the endowment benefit rider. So I just kind of wanted to give you an idea, of what this looks like. So Amanda is 27. We have her salary there. She works as a college professor. Lucas is working and attending school, and they depend on their incomes for their recent home purchase and then also their student loans. So that's just a little background of their situation. Considerations here. So they have student loans, a small amount of debt. Their savings are small because of the house and student loan payments. Amanda has group life insurance through her employer, but is just looking for a little more since it's only equal to 1 time her salary. So the opportunity here, she is busy, just like everyone else, doesn't want to deal with the long application process. She does qualify for instant approval with that accelerated underwriting. They just want to be able to have Lucas finish his degree and pay for living expenses if something were to happen to Amanda. She also wants to make sure that if she ever never needs that coverage, that she can get up to 100% of those premiums back with that ROP rider like we talked about. So here's where kind of the numbers come into play. She's asking for $250,000 for that death benefit in term life. So she has $16.75 per month for that base benefit. And she adds that return of premium. We're looking at $21.10 a month for that return of premium benefit here. So win-win here. We have the low rates. She's getting that death benefit that's going to cover her mortgage and then let Lucas finish up school. And when she does make it to the end of her term period, she's going to get all of those premiums back. So again, why Assurity term? It is affordable. The rates are looking very favorable. Also, with adding that ROP is very favorable, looking very favorable as well, and it's very affordable, especially when you show them that schedule. That is really appealing to the client as well, being able to receive all those premiums back. It is flexible because of our face amounts going all the way from 25,000 all the way up to 10 million. The ability to use that accelerated underwriting. We have the e-app, the different term periods. So there's a lot of flexibility there, and you can really customize it depending on the client that you're working with. And then it is fast from application to issue. It does move quickly with that accelerated underwriting piece, and if you are using the e-app. Things that people use the benefits for, like with Amanda and Lucas using for mortgage, ongoing living expenses, paying off debt, like student loans, credit cards, paying for medical bills. Some people use it as a final expense product as well. So funeral costs, providing funds for children's education, or continuing a family business. All right, and there's your Assurity team there. So obviously IAMS is your kind of first point of contact, and they're great helping with any Assurity needs here. But this is Paige Phelps. She's my regional sales manager. And again, my name is Morgan Hobein. I'm your regional sales coordinator. So there's our contact information there. And I'm going to switch over to the second part of our presentation. So I said we're going to be talking about two different products here. So the term with ROP, and now we're going to be talking about kind of the juvenile space with that participating whole life, and kind of how people are using that and why that's been such a big hit here. So why participating whole life in general? The guarantees. So we do have a guaranteed interest rate of 3%. So the premium stays level, it's guaranteed, the cash value, and then the death benefit guaranteed as well. Just the growth with that cash value, liquidity, because you do have access to that cash, and then the tax-free benefits. So a little bit of the product highlights here. So looking at the basics, issue ages 0 all the way to age 85. So we cover a wide range there. You'll see the coverage amounts for those different age ranges. Again, the premiums are guaranteed and they're level. We are competitive in that term-perm blend space, so kind of combining our term product we just talked about with this, and we will go up to 10 times the base for that term. We have the built-in benefits and riders, so that accelerated benefits rider. With a terminal illness, we can accelerate those benefits. So here's kind of the optional riders. One I just wanted to touch on here real quick is that VER rider, so the value enhancement rider. So it just allows for the purchase of paid up additions, which in turn enhances the policy's death benefit and that cash value. So we'll see that used quite a bit here. And you'll see we have like the critical illness rider, we have an accident-only disability rider. So a lot of these you'll see throughout our different products that you can add on those same living benefit riders. Again, we talked about that we are here, how it enhances the cash value and the death benefit. So how do you sell that whole life? So that cash accumulation scenario, so to supplement that retirement, college funding, which we'll be talking about today with that juvenile space, financing major purchases, or just for having emergency savings. And then we talked about the perm term blend a little bit too. So why this is an ideal policy for a child. So we see this used for children because it's affordable at younger ages. It is available starting at 15 days all the way up to age 17. And they can get up to $100,000 for that death benefit. So we see it, the biggest thing we see it used for is college. So it's great for college funding. Some, future for buying a house, if we're looking in the future here, starting a business, for any possible future health issues. So the other advantages of using a whole life policy, again, as with any age, the growth of the cash values can help cover those future costs. Coverage now, getting the coverage now can help protect against future uninsurability. So getting that coverage early can help later on when they are wanting to look at more life insurance. Again, the life policies are super affordable at that young age, and then it can help set children on the right path to great financial security. So again, the thing we see it used the most for is college. So I kind of wanted to show a little example here of how that looks on an illustration. So if we're running one for, say, a 2-year-old client, a lot of the times, and this is just an example, but we'll have a parent come to us or to the agent, and say, I am willing to put in $150 a month to fund this whole life plan to use for college funding. So we'll see them pick a premium amount, or if they're not sure, we'll just say, what are you comfortable with? So if you look at the amounts here, especially on the non-guaranteed side, once you get to the college age 18, we're looking at a total cash value of $32,536. A lot of times what we'll tell people or have agents tell their clients is to take out those student loans and keep that cash value in there until they finish college, so age 21 or 22, because you are going to build that additional cash value. It jumps up to 42 at age 21 and 46 at age 22, which can take a big chunk out of the college tuition and college expenses. So that's just an example. We'll see a lot of different scenarios, and if you are interested in talking about any examples that you have out there, or if you have any scenarios with current clients that you're working with, would love to talk through those. So either reach out to IAMS and they can reach out to us, or reach out to Paige and I. Again, on the guarantee side, we do guarantee at 3%, a 3% interest rate. So the key points to remember here, we have a level death benefit, and it is received income tax-free by the beneficiary. We do pay dividends on our whole life, and it is participating. You can take policy loans, and then those optional riders are available. We have quite a few of them, so you're really able to customize this based on a client, whether it's a juvenile client or an older client. We have those level premiums as well. They do not increase as you get older. Works great for estate planning, business owners, and then also, again, it's really big in the youth space, and we've seen a lot of success with it, especially recently. All right, and that kind of brings us to the end here. So again, this is your Assurity team, Paige and myself. We work in the home office in Nebraska, so nice and close. We've been working with IAMS for quite some time and have enjoyed our partnership. So I'd love to open it up for any questions that we have, but feel free to reach out to Mark or myself afterwards, and we can run through any scenarios that you do have here.
Perfect. The question box is open, folks, so go ahead. If you have any, go ahead and type those in now, and we'll take advantage of Morgan's time while she's with us here this morning.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, and then, of course, if anything comes up later, maybe you're sitting there thinking you're running an opportunity, like you said, just call us here at the 800 number. We'll get you some quotes. If there's anything else that we need, then we can certainly reach out to them. But so I guess our question box is empty. Good stuff, though. This is one thing that I always say about Assurity. Whenever I call over there, I feel like I'm calling a family member. It's just, they're so easy to work with. They're very pleasant people, and they're located right here in the heart of the Midwest, so, very accessible, very available from both coasts. So, Morgan, I think you're free to run here. The question box is pretty clear. So. But yeah, thanks for taking time to help us out here this morning, and we'll be in touch with you soon. I'm sure of that. So, well, folks,
sounds good.
Yep, we'll be sending out the recording here this afternoon. If you have any questions, give us a call. Otherwise, thanks for joining us, and we will be speaking with you soon. Have a great day, everyone.